To League of Legends today. We are a little behind today, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and join the action in the middle of things. So we have here Fenrir's Chosen versus League of Legends Team 1. Fenrir's Chosen is on the left side of your screen. They are currently the blue team. And the other team, League of Legends Team 1, is the red team. They're on the right side of your screen. Recapping what's happened so far, it seems to be a 0 turret to 3 turret game in favor of red side. On the blue side of the map, they are down dragons, gold, turrets, and kills right now. It looks like the game is kind of one-sided right now. Let's look over the overall play of the match. Top lane, it looks like Mordekaiser is up 2 kills. In the jungle, Nunu is 2-0-6 for the red side. For the blue side, Evelyn is 1-5-1. In the middle, we have Yone, who is 3-0-3 versus Syndra, who is 1-5-1. In the bot lane, we have Jin, who is 17-0-4 with his Pike support of 2-2-11 versus Misfortune's 0-10-1 and Senna's 0-6-0. There is an over 16k gold lead for this first game. Definitely making up by the fact the kills, the CS, the dragons. The dragons seem to be all one-sided here towards the red side. Looks like they are setting up to clear vision for another dragon. Let's check the ETA on that dragon. That dragon's going to be up here in 8 seconds. They're going to go ahead and take Shelly at the top, and Nunu's going to set up for Dragon at the bottom. Nunu is, at this point, being 3-0-6. He can probably go ahead and do Dragon by himself. Plus, he also has the advantage of having 2 smites. He has the smite with his summoner spell, and he has smite because he's Nunu. When he eats something, he chomps on it. It's not a smite, but it definitely does a good amount of damage to the minions there. Alright, so now we have ourselves a fight here in the middle, and Senna goes down very quickly. Pike tries to ult the Syndra, doesn't quite get her, but finishes her off instead with some regular auto attack damage, and Mordekaiser finishes off Evelyn. That's going to give the red team a clear shot towards this dragon. They're going to go ahead and clear that vision ward on it, and they're going to go ahead and set up and take the 3rd Drake of the game. Pike checking just in case Urgot or Misfortune try to see what's up with Dragon, but they're going to go ahead and take Dragon just fine. Red team goes back out onto the map. Here comes Pike, hunting for himself a target. Yone tries to get Misfortune. Misfortune flashes away. Urgot tries to get into this fight here, but Misfortune goes down pretty quickly. Urgot is still doing damage there to Pike. He's going to be able to walk that out, get out of that particular engagement. Okay, most of the blue team is back up here, pushing out from their mid lane. As the Rift Herald will make short work of this inhibitor turret, and the inhibitor will probably fall pretty quickly thereafter. There goes that, just a little more of a tap, and that inhibitor turret is down. The inhibitor turret is down for the red side, and now blue side is running, trying to get out of the engagement as Yone takes down the Syndra. Damage is being done. Pike goes down to Urgot. Urgot falls to the Jhin. Meanwhile, Shelly is still back there, knocking on the door of the inhibitor, which goes down. Shelly looks like she will get one good charge. Shelly gets a charge on the Nexus turrets. The second Nexus turret will get another hit. Looks like Shelly's going to stay. Oh, Shelly almost made it to party with the Nexus. Oh, she's alive. Look at her go. One more hit. Shelly is happy and does a little victory dance with the red team as she apparently survived enough. I thought she was dead, but that will be the end of game 1. Please give us a moment here to set up for game 2. And we'll be back in just a little bit with some more League of Legends action. Thank you for those of you watching. The students have just finished their pick band phase, so we will be on a 3-minute delay. It'll get them ahead of us, like we normally do. So in 3 more minutes, we'll be joining game 2 of the best of 2 action between Fenrir's Chosen and League of Legends Team 1. So hang out for a little bit, refresh your drinks. We'll be back in a little bit for game 2. Alright, we are about to load on the Rift for game 2 of this best of 2 match. Welcome back, everyone, and here we go. So this time, the students have swapped sides. This time, League of Legends Team 1 will be on the left side of your map in blue, and Fenrir's Chosen will be on the right side of your map in red. So let's look at how some of these matchups are going to go. We have in the top lane Cho'Gath versus Galio. In the jungle, we have Evelynn versus Warwick. In the mid lane, we have Kiana versus Nico. And then in the bot lane, we have Twitch and Blitzcrank versus Jhin and Lux. We're coming out onto the Rift here. Everyone looks like they're doing kind of traditional starts. The red team is hanging out here by their blue side. They're going to go ahead and take blue side for Warwick with a leash from the bot lane. Blue side is at the appropriate points to ward and check. There is a little gap there towards the bottom of Dragon where they don't have coverage because Twitch is actually a little high off of the 5-prong watch formation. However, red side isn't ganking anyway, so it's not a terrible spot for him to be at, just in case the Blitzcrank were to grab a hook. Nico looks like she's going to go ahead and check something, drops a ward, takes some damage from Evelynn. Nothing too bad. Oh, here comes Kiana. Kiana spots Nico hanging out. Damage is being done. Nico uses his ability, but no summoners blown on either side. Just some damage trade. Nico could go ahead and go back to base, get full health back, and be just fine in this engagement. That does give her team some information, though. That means that Evelynn is starting on the top side of the map. So the junglers are going to both take their blues and make way to red. This is going to be important for red side because they're going to need to use this knowledge to know that they will potentially be able to get an early gank by Evelyn. Traditionally, Evelyn doesn't do a whole lot of ganks super early because she doesn't have her invisibility, but it is something they should watch out for. Cho'Gath is going to have to watch out for Warwick. Warwick was also not traditionally a very early ganking champion, if and only because he doesn't have a lot of his kit. Blitzcrank grabs the Jhin. Jhin is forced to flash away. That is a summoner loss on the red side, so a good hook for Blitzcrank. Wasn't a lot of damage to it, but they do know that the next time Blitzcrank throws a hook, that's probably going to be a first blood on the side of Twitch. Blitzcrank is getting ready, lines up another hook. Lux throws her heal a little early, but the shield and the heal is going to be... Oh, sorry, Jhin used the heal. I guess he used it for a little speed boost. A little worried there about getting caught. Blue side, though, the 2 hooks, so the Blitzcrank is definitely tuned up and ready to do some more League of Legends actions. There he is there waiting on the bush, waiting to go ahead and snag. He snags Lux this time. Lux is forced to flash away. Heal is not thrown, but first blood to Twitch, followed up very quickly by a gank towards mid lane for Kiana and Evelyn. Evelyn getting the assist on that, and Nico goes down as well. Going back here to the different laners. Top lane is so far pushing back on the Cho'Gath. He is slightly up in levels, just a little bit. He was level 3 slightly before Cho'Gath was. Not too much of an advantage there at that point. The CS goes to Cho'Gath as he has 10 to Galio's 8. In the jungle, the CS is 16 to 15, very close. In the mid lane, Kiana is up CS 20 to 7. In the bot lane, Twitch is up CS 15 to 10. And Blitzcrank is up 3 to 0. Lux, however, though, is one of those supports that is not going to be farming CS. Therefore, the bot lane CS is very inconsequential as far as the support to go. So Galio looks like he's going to go in here. He takes himself 2 turret shots for his troubles. Is forced to flash the knock up from Cho'Gath because he was already taking turret shots. That's going to put Galio a flash down, and he didn't use the flash for engage. So that trade win goes to Cho'Gath there in the 1v1. Lux gets hooked again by the Blitzcrank, tries to run away, throws her shield. It's not going to be enough. That's another kill towards Twitch, as this Blitzcrank is hitting every single hook. He is definitely ready to play League of Legends today. You can tell that he has practiced on that champion. He has dialed in his hits. He knows his ranges. And it's that all that training is paying off. Nico throws the ability to try to trick her laning opponent. Doesn't look like she's going to trick her now. As another hook has gone through to grab Jhin. Jhin goes down, and the Kiana takes down Nico. Another kill for both the mid laner and the jungle. Oh, sorry, the ADC on the side of the blue team. Back to top lane, where we're farming minions as top lane is wont to do. Just farm into the late game. That is their favorite pastime. Cho'Gath looks like he's holding his own against Galio, keeping the minions close enough that, oh, looks like we have another hook from Blitzcrank. Lux is not even safe near her turret as she goes down to the combined forces of Blitzcrank and Twitch. Twitch was nice enough to let his support have one of those kills. 1 for 4. Good job sharing the wealth there, Twitch. Meanwhile, Kiana has roamed down from mid as Nico is behind in that stuff, so she's going to get her. Blitzcrank throws another hook, and looks like there was a 4-man party on the bot side. Warwick goes in to try to do some damage. He gets taken out by the Kiana and Evelyn. Blitzcrank and Twitch were not close enough to join the party this time as Warwick goes down. Meanwhile, both the top laners are pretty low. Neither jungler's on the top side of the map, so it's just going to be whoever makes a mistake first. Looks like Galio is going to be the first person to get a little bit of damage there, as they are now both level 6. Galio is going to have to respect the feast from the Cho'Gath, and that's going to cause him to go back to base. Oh, the flash and the feast going back in lane is never the best call there, and Galio has to pay with it with his life. Going back in the bush is the best idea, people. Make sure that you're where the other person cannot see you. Galio did not respect the flash feast damage, and now he's at the fountain thinking about what he's done. Blitzcrank goes in with a combo, knocking Lux up, gets ready for the grab, drags her back, poison damage is done, Twitch takes out another laner on the bot side of the map, making him 5-0-1 with a 400 gold bounty, 34 CS to his name, as Blitzcrank is working to clear up some of those minions using some of his charges. The way that support works with the item that Blitzcrank has, he has so many charges on him, letting him do extra damage to minions. Usually you want to prioritize getting the cannon minions with that. That will go ahead and give him some extra gold if he gets a cannon minion. Plus, Twitch still gets the gold as well, and it'll help him get his GP5 item so it transforms sooner. Here comes Nico to the bot side of the map to cover for her bot lane, who is currently in the base. They are making their way back down the lane. Galio is working to try to catch his Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath knocks him up for his troubles and walks confidently back towards his lane. Oh, Blitzcrank, that minion was in your way and kept you from grabbing another laner and adding to your ADC's kill count. It looks like the Jhin and the Nico have done a lane swap, as Jhin is going to try to take Qiyana out. He's getting damaged pretty hard there in the mid lane, and Lux gets grabbed, damaged, and she goes down to the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is now 2-0-5. Warwick is down the bot side of the lane, however he was sitting on a ward. They're going to be able to get away just fine from that Warwick, as Warwick has to back off the engagement. He is not able to go underneath turret. Meanwhile, Jhin flashless does some damage to Qiyana, but he goes down. Blitzcrank is forced to flash there. He does respect the damage of the Nico Warwick, doesn't want to get stunned and give away a kill. As Galio takes a turret plating on the top side of the map, giving himself some extra gold. He's going to try to get away there before he takes too many free turret shots there from the Cho'Gath, keeping him in place. As Qiyana takes more turret plating on the mid portion of the map, Evelyn has appeared on the top portion of the map. She gets a charm off on Galio. Galio throws a taunt to keep himself away from the fight. He is going to be able to walk it out there with just one more attack there by the Cho'Gath. In the mid lane, Qiyana bursts down Warwick in a 1v1 engagement there, as Evelyn is not done with top lane, as Galio once again tries to back in lane too close to the edge of his turret, and he is taken down again for his troubles. Meanwhile, Jhin is farming the middle portion of the lane. Lux is trying to get away. Here comes Blitzcrank. She is forced to flash as the hook misses right where her sprite would have been. Gotten out there just in time. Good job, Lux. Back to the mid lane. Qiyana is level 9 to Jhin is level 6. Damage is being thrown back and forth between these two juggernauts here in the middle. Looks like Qiyana is going to back away for now. Blitzcrank comes, does a knockup on Nico. Nico uses her ability to try to get away. Unfortunately, she gets caught. Before her ultimate goes off, Twitch finishes her off, and that is another kill to Twitch. Nico is back at the fountain, and Jhin is there to join her as Evelyn comes in through the middle lane of the map and takes him out. Warwick, meanwhile, tries to scare away Evelyn, but he is 2 levels underneath her. Here comes Qiyana. It's a 3-person fight, as it looks like only 2 are needed to take down the Warwick this time. Blitzcrank also went ahead and took out Lux on the bottom portion of the map. So now the score is 19-0. We're just farming around the map here, waiting for some more action to happen here. Pretty action-packed section there, but now people have to respawn or go back to base and spend some of their gold one way or the other. As we take a look over the lanes right now, Cho'Gath is 1-0-1 and Galio is 0-2-0. Evelyn is 3-0-2 to Warwick's 0-3-0. Qiyana is 6-0-2 to Nico's 0-5-0. Twitch is 6-0-2 to Jin's 0-4-0, and Blitzcrank is 3-0-6 to Lux's 0-7-0. Some of those stats did change there while I was calling it out. I tried to read it as best I could as I was going down the list. No sense changing anything as we make our way through here. Alright, so back on the Rift here. Qiyana looks like she's going to be able to get that mid-turret before platings fall. That'll be a lot of extra gold in her pocket. The first turret gold along with solo turret gold, along with all those platings. Alright, Warwick got spotted, tried to use Blast Code to go away, but 3 people denied Warwick the ability to run very far. Bot lane on blue side does have priority. They will be able to take this dragon uncontested as Blitzcrank and Twitch move back to the bottom portion of the lane. Nico tries to get away there from the Kiana as Jin gets hooked just barely by the tip of his frame. That was probably frame perfect there. That Blitzcrank has put in a lot of time and practice on that champion, and it definitely shows. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they're slugging away back and forth, level 9 both ways around. Lux tries to throw an ability onto the Evelyn, who is currently invisible, running around there. She just barely missed that one. Kiana is taking the turret here, so Cho'Gath can get in close, but she doesn't let him feast on it. She takes that one herself. That is going to be Kiana's kill. She is not up for sharing. I guess she'll let him have the turret, but she's not letting him have the kill. Meanwhile, Warwick decides that he's going to go ahead and clear that ward there on the bottom part of the bush, and he is going to roam back towards the middle portion of the map. Shelly is dropped on the top side. It's going to be a pretty big hit. Ooh, look at all of that turret plating that will be in Cho'Gath's hands. Warwick is at the top side of the map to try to protect his laner's turret. He takes Shelly down. Lux gets grabbed, but not even drugged back as Blitzcrank is too powerful and takes her down. Meanwhile, Warwick has roamed back to the bottom side of the map and goes in, suppressing the Blitzcrank. Jin shows up to the fight. Blitzcrank throws his ultimate, throws a hook, just barely misses that. Meanwhile, 2 other members have shown up to the fight, but they are not needed as Twitch and Blitzcrank do what they have been doing and take out the ADC on the bottom portion of the map. Red team pings out that there are a lot of unfriendly faces in their jungle as Twitch goes down to the turret, taking the turret long enough to let the minions be there so that Twitch is able to take it down. Meanwhile, Nico takes a lot of damage from the Kiana, is forced to run away. Here comes Twitch. Lux is trying to run away from him. Evelyn has found the Warwick, charming him, keeping him in place. Warwick goes down pretty quickly as now the Nico has made it to the top portion of the map, but it wasn't far enough. Lux is trying to run from the Twitch, giving him turret damage. He's working on the turret instead. She's not going to be able to finish. Ooh, so close. Almost lost the turret aggro. Meanwhile, Kiana is here as the turret is where Galio is trying to get to. No, he was trying to engage there. Alright, looks like Galio is going to make a last stand here by this sliver of health on his turret, trying to keep the minions at bay. As now there are 3 people to the top side of the map, and Galio has chosen this to be his stand. Alright, they're all coming into the turret now. Who is going to get the finishing blow on this? It doesn't look like Galio is going to be able to get away from this one. He does a taunt, and he goes down to the Kiana. Kiana takes out the turret as well. Meanwhile, the bottom portion of the map, Lux goes down to the Blitzcrank as Jin tries to get away, but he too is taken down by this Blitzcrank, who has a double kill. Warwick comes in with a suppression on him. Blitzcrank is trying to get away from that as he has to respect some of the damage. Blitzcrank goes towards the river, looking for his teammate. Warwick is trying to finish him off before they meet. Here's Twitch. Exhaust, taken down by Twitch. He ran to his teammate as a good team person should do. The score is currently 34-0 with 2 dragons on the side of the blue team. 32 to 15k, almost 16k. So almost a 16,000 gold lead. Over 16,000 gold lead. Sorry about that. Math was a little bad for me right there. 3 turrets to 0 turrets, and we are working on these inhibitor turrets. Sorry, the inner turrets here. Looks like Twitch may go down. They're chasing him hard. Jin throws his ultimate. Twitch goes down. That is the bounty in the hands of the Jin. Here comes the rest of the red team now working on this Evelyn. Knock up, taken down. Evelyn gets the Nico. Meanwhile, underneath turret, Kiana takes out the Galio. Galio goes down as well. It's just the Lux and the Jin against the onslaught of Evelyn. And now it's just Jin as Evelyn takes out the Lux. She stepped out too far underneath turret. Wasn't safe enough, didn't respect the damage of the enemy team. And now Lux goes down. Blitzcrank throws an amazing hook. and grabs the Jin, who thought he was safe underneath turret. The turret is not even a safe home for the Blitzcrank's hooks, as we are moving into the inhibitor turret going down. Galio comes down, knocking up the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is being damaged. Blitzcrank goes down. There is still an Evelyn and a Kiana in the distance here, as Galio tries to throw a taunt and misses. Evelyn and Kiana are throwing some damage on the background, as now there is an open inhibitor in the mid lane. Meanwhile, here comes Kiana looking to damage to Nico. Galio stops her. Lux takes her down. Nico does not burn from the ignite. She is able to get away from that engagement here as Nico goes back to base to heal. Alright here, Warwick goes in on the Twitch. Lux tries to keep him healthy, but Twitch's spray and pray is enough to keep him down.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Blue team has taken down the dragon. That is 3 drakes on the side of blue team. Looks like blue team is pushing forward on their objectives. Here comes Nico. Nico's doing some damage to Evelyn. Evelyn used her ability to get away. Blitzcrank just barely misses the grab on Galio. Nico's ignite is currently down. Warwick is just barely missed by the Blitzcrank. Looks like the Twitch is coming in, doing some damage there. Lux goes down to the Twitch. Damage is being done. Push forward. Warwick gets taken out by Twitch as well. This exposed inhibitor is going down as the hook is pulled on the Nico. Nico goes down. It looks like it's just 2v4 as they're 2v5 as they're pushing into the base. The last thing left between victory for the blue team is going to be this last one turret. As Jin gets pulled out of the fountain, Galio gets taken down as well. There are no more turrets as Shelly is once again here for a second victory dance on the Nexus. Look at Shelly dance. That is game 2, folks. Thank you very much for joining us for League of Legends today. Tomorrow, join us for some Smite action. Rocket League will be on Thursday. That is the end of this split. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Have a great day.